to dice a pepper, or that's it. So, but I'll tell you how you do pulses. The first pulse that I ever did was I actually bought a product from a company called Live Granola, and they had put together a combination of seeds, and then they had sprouted them, and then they had dehydrated them, and it was delicious. But it was $8 a pound, and I thought, well, I don't want to pay $8 a pound again. It was worth it the first time, but I sunflower seeds, flax seeds, buckwheat, and any kind of nut that you like. Now I mix them all together. So here's the easiness of it. You dump it in a bottle and you sprout them all together. I soak any sprout that I make, I soak for 8 hours or overnight. So I would put this in the water, under the water tap, fill it with water, slosh it around, and sit it on the counter overnight.
You don't have to rinse it?
No, I'm just soaking it at first. So how easy is that? I'm telling you, this is the easiest food you could ever prepare.
And the best.
I like easy because I don't have time to do complicated stuff this time of year especially. So after it's soaked, so the next morning I get up and it's full of water and the seeds have swelled and the water is kind of gooey. There are two kinds of seeds that are going to be gooey. Flax seeds are gooey and buckwheat is gooey. It doesn't mean it's bad. At first I thought, ooh, yuck, what have I done? That's just the characteristic of especially flax seed, but also buckwheat. So I sloshed it around, dumped the water out, and the water came out like syrup, but it was okay. Then I filled it again 2 or 3 times and let it run, let the water drain out again and again, 3 or 4 times, until the water ran clear.
Jane, let me...
You're going to get something like Jell-O. It's going to be solid, and you can't get the liquid off of those flax seeds. But when you mix it with these others, for some reason, it rinses off.
Much easier.
Much easier. You can sweeten it if you want. These recipes that I have are just my first attempts at learning how to make pulse. The whole idea of pulse, and I feel like I've just scratched the surface. I think the possibilities are huge. My recipes are just my first try. You can make it the way you like. You can change it. You can add your favorite seasonings. So just understand this idea is like clay in your hands. Do you all know Richard Nielsen? He's a man that lives up in Hiram, and his nickname is the Sprout Man, and he is the head of his business is Life Sprouts. He made a comment once that I just really liked. He said, sprouting is the missing link to your food storage. Now, how many of you in here are interested in food storage? Okay, good. Just think about this scenario. I can't go to the store and buy what I want. It's winter. I have no garden. What are you going to do? What are you going to do for fresh vegetables? Okay, I feel like it's very important to store sprouting seeds. In fact, that's one of my most important things, because I can, within a day and a half, I can have a vegetable, a fresh vegetable with vitamin C in it and lots of other good things. So I think include these seeds in your food storage, and you'll never be sorry. Use my dried tomatoes and soak them. But I happen to have fresh tomatoes. I have a rule, and that is if I have it fresh, I use it fresh. If I don't have it fresh, then I use what I have dried or bottled or whatever. So I did use my dried apples in this pulse recipe. Just wanted you to taste them, see how you like it. So after you have soaked your seeds and rinsed chopping the onion and, picking the grapes off the stem, picking the cherry tomatoes. My dried apples were sliced. I had to break them apart, break them in little pieces. I had to break them in little pieces. That wasn't very hard. Chopping up a date or soaking some raisins in a cottage cheese carton, Okay, here's a couple of rules. If you're going to use seeds like almonds, walnuts, sunflower seeds, you soak them, but you drain them and you don't keep the soap water, okay? It doesn't taste very good. And also there are sprout inhibitors in those that you don't really want to be drinking. So just these foods, once you get them made, they are convenience foods. They are so convenient. You don't have to heat them up to eat them. You could take them on a camping trip and eat them. You do need to refrigerate them in between times. I could take a pulse and eat it tonight for dinner, but by tomorrow it's going to be starting to get fizzy. Fermentation going on. It's not hard. Just pick one of these that maybe you like the best and go home and try it.